Hey, what's up? It's Derekz, the same Derek from Derek's World. So my video was accused of being AI once upon a time because I didn't put my face in it. I didn't want to fucking record myself, but here we are. Here's a little warning. I am a real person. Unfortunately, I am not a little red fucking cartoon alien. Now let's start the video.
What's up? I'm Derek, three-time felon, local recording hip-hop artist from Idaho. I was born on the north side of Nampa, raised in foster care. I did years in jail and years in prison. This is Derek's World. I'm going to talk about my life, war stories, my music, and anything else I decide to. These are my truths and opinions. I don't wish to offend, but if I do, that's on you to let me know what you think about it in the comments. Yeah, this is Derek's World. As you probably gathered from the two intros on this video, I am Derekz, the recording artist from Idaho. I've been brought to this topic by my experience in the music industry. I am a rapper, I make rap music. I'm not a singer, but I keep trying. Most importantly though, I am a songwriter. I write my own music, I record it and put it out into the world to judge me by. You don't gotta like the music I make to understand the things us local artists have to deal with. Don't fall for the free-to-use beat scam. Free doesn't actually mean free. At any point, the beats you're using can and often will become copyrighted, which will lead to a problem for you and your music. Not that long ago, I was hit with an extortion tactic from a producer. I had to pay out $50 to a Find My Beats website, which contacted me through email and on Instagram. The song in question was recorded 4 years ago and was officially released on one of my EPs, which I thought was allowed since the beat was labeled as free to use, no tags, no copyright. So imagine my surprise when this producer came out of nowhere asking to be paid. And yeah, I did pay it. The only other option was to have my EP removed and be struck with a copyright strike on all my music accounts, Spotify, Apple, YouTube, which I definitely could not afford to let happen since I'm already on thin ice. As a local recording artist, I have fallen victim to the free-to-use beat scam multiple times, from copyright claims to takedowns to even having my DistroKid account banned, which are situations any local rapper or singer can relate to. This shit sucks, because there is just something in our DNA that drives this passion to write and record music. I've been making music so long, a lot of the time I don't even remember the details of where I got the beats for some of my older music. For instance, what got my DistroKid account banned was a copyright claim from a random person claiming to own the beat I used on a song called Kruger. It was produced by a guy named Chris Miller in 2009, and I remember reaching out to him about using the beat, and he gave me permission. Done deal, right? The guy that made it said I could use it. In retrospect, he didn't say I could distribute it. He didn't say I couldn't though either. And I assumed it would fall under fair use, taking something someone created and creating something new with it, right? Apparently that's not the case. We must always learn from our mistakes. Yeah, but now, fast forward, where I have the song on an album, on a compilation, a remix of the song on another album, and some random fucking guy named Remy from Woo Beats is now claiming he owns the beat. I filed a counterclaim, but it was ignored. The actual producer had his tag on the beat, so I was confused. But this Remy guy in email did admit to only owning a non-exclusive rights to use the beat, which didn't give him the right to fuck up all my shit, but he did it anyways. It was those situations that drove me away from using the free-to-use beats. Not only can the producer come out of nowhere and charge you for using it, that same producer can sell the same beat to multiple people who then can send out takedown orders to the other people that have used the same beat. And on top of that, the content ID often sends out copyrights just based on the sounds of the beat, with no consideration for the different vocals or different songs created with it. Using these so-called free-to-use beats is just dangerous. Okay, so what do these producers actually deserve? If they title the beat as free to use and offer a download link, then they only deserve the credit for making the fucking beat. That's what free is supposed to mean, or at least that's how any logical person would interpret it. I have had personal issues with this as well. My friend Blaze had given me all the beats he produced using Fruity Loops from 2006 to roughly 2020 under his Barshots Productions, which I thought was the solution to getting away from these free-to-use beat scams. But a lot of people had used his beats. Even one song went viral, which is fine. I did not want to take their music down. But a lot of them also didn't give Blaze or Barshots credit for producing the beat, which then disillusioned him into thinking people didn't like his beats, and ultimately resulted in him quitting or giving up on one of his passions. So at first I reached out to these people saying, hey, this is a Barshots Productions beat. Could you please give us credit for it? Most people had no issue with that and quickly fixed it because, like myself, they did not remember where they got the beat. But some fought me on it or completely ignored me. One of my friend's beats, called Love, had 2 songs used with it, and both were gaining a lot of daily plays and streams. My friend didn't get any credit for it, and that sat with me wrong. There was this UK rapper named Lesta who completely refused to add Barshots Productions to the description. And that's all I was asking for. I didn't want money, I just wanted the deserved credit and exposure for the beat, nothing more. So I did have to have the song taken down. I did inform him though that he can re-release it with the proper credit, but he has not pursued that. I think he gave up on it. The other one was an Indonesian rap group called Di Familita, and they were blatantly ignoring me. They had the song go viral. I reached out on all their socials. I waited weeks for a response. And after the Lesta thing, I decided to just move forward with the takedown. And then, all of a sudden, I got a response. And it wasn't a happy one. They started sending false copyrights and were refusing to just do what I was asking. Give us credit for the beat. When it finally calmed down and we were able to have a grown-up conversation, they finally accepted the terms, non-exclusive rights to use the beat if we are given proper credit for it, which they agreed to, and the song was re-released and it went viral again. And we haven't had any issues since. So, with all that said, I do somewhat understand the struggles and problems that producers come across when they are being stolen from or refused credit for their creations. And those producers should be the ones calling out these free-to-use beat scams, because the market for your beats is growing smaller and smaller with modern technology, and those instrumental gatekeepers are definitely a dying breed. But all these situations did was show me that not even using my friend's beats are safe. Like, how am I supposed to prove that my friend created these beats other than showing people the links to where they were originally posted after creation? So my advice to producers would be, if you plan on using the beat yourself or you plan on selling it, don't post the whole beat on YouTube. Don't post it anywhere it can be downloaded without your permission. Oh, and adding your stupid as fuck annoying tags in the most disrespectful places won't stop the most dedicated beat thieves. They can just strip the beat, remove the tag, and repair the beat, which is easier now than ever. So, what's the solution? How as an artist do we navigate all these threats to our music? From beat thieves, to false copyright, to shady producers, to content ID, and so on and so forth. We will probably always have to deal with these stupid ass problems, but I think I found an easy and modern way to fight back. It does cost a little money. For as low as $8 a month, you can get all the free beats you possibly want and need, and even get a reference track for the song you want to record. So you can just go ahead and call this shit a free beat glitch. Put your lyrics in this format. Put the intro in brackets, write your intro. Put your chorus in brackets, write your fucking chorus. Put your verse in brackets, so on and so forth. Continue, repeat, repeat. And then you gotta head over to Suno AI. One of the biggest misconceptions people have about using AI as a tool is they think it is writing the song for you, which it can do, but please don't use it that way. Write your own fucking music. I've personally been using it to recreate or reimagine a lot of my older music that wasn't put together very well. You can even upload audio, such as beats that you own, and reimagine them. For instance, I can take one of my homie Blaze's beats and modernize it and fit it to any song I have written. It's way too easy. Don't do this to beats you don't own, because that's morally fucked up, but this is how you do it. So the first step is you take your lyrics in the format I showed you earlier with verse and chorus in brackets. You hit create song on Suno and paste your lyrics there. Now it might mispronounce words or refuse to say inappropriate ones, so you'll have to find fun ways to misspell them to get it to say them. But that's not an issue since hopefully you'll be recording the song yourself. Once it generates, find the one with the beat you like. What you do now is you hit those three dots and open up the menu, where then you get the stems. And once you get the stems to generate, my recommendation is to download the original generated song, one of the vocals, and both of the generated instrumentals. And once you got all these downloaded, move on to your preferred recording program. I use BandLab. Import all those tracks.
What's up? It's Derekz, just making an episode of Derek's World, showing people how to get free beats and a reference track for making music. Yo, don't fall for the free to use beat scam. It's a scam.
Now, the reason I said to download the original generated song is because sometimes the vocal stem doesn't line up right with the beat. If you are planning on using it as a reference, this is the way you do that. Once everything is lined up, you can mute all that shit and start recording. So here's the generated song.
Call me a garbage man, I'll take what it used to be and throw it in the trash. Another man's treasure, I'll make something new up out of that. Cause I got nothing in common with these young sluts. I only fuck bitches in their 30s. Experience that know how to get dirty like they from the south. They only shut the fuck up when I'm in their mouth.
Here's the instrumental. And here's what I did with it. What's up? It's Derekz, just making an episode of Derek's World, showing people how to get free beats and a reference track for making music. Yo, don't fall for the free to use beat scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. Don't fall for the free to use beat scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. Don't fall for the free to use beat scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. Call me a garbage man, I'll take what it used to be and throw it in the trash. Another man's treasure, I'll make something new up out of that. Cause I got nothing in common with these young sluts. I only fuck bitches in their 30s. Experience that know how to get dirty like they from the south. They only shut the fuck up when I'm in their mouth. Ayy, facts are facts. I'm the only rapper from Idaho you should know about. Believe that. No one remembers me, I'm a thief in the night. Street cat, everything I've lost, I'm gonna get it back. Re-up, rehab, retard, don't make me fucking laugh. Nothing funny like a juggalo. Yeah, I believe in Bigfoot. I don't believe anything these rappers say though. Just a straw man on a cross, that's a scarecrow. I was born to be a god, I feel it in my bone marrow. The script was written for me, these are my lines. And everyone else is just a poorly written side character taking up my screen time. Check out my plot armor. Don't fall for the free to use beat scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. Don't fall for the free to use beat scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. Don't fall for the free to use beat scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. This shit really is this easy. Now let me show you the next steps. Okay, now in conclusion, almost all the beats labeled as free to use, no copyright, no tags, blah blah blah, are not free. The producer can have your music taken down anytime they want. They can sell the beat to hundreds of people who can then now also have your music taken down. The producer can extort you for money anytime they want with the threat of taking your music down. To avoid this shit, I recommend using a Suno AI subscription, not to write your lyrics, but to add instrumentals to them. With the subscription, you own every part of the song, and no punk-ass producer can have your music taken down. Us local artists are not rich, but we still want to be able to do this shit we love, creating music. These gatekeeper producers either charge too much for a beat they'll sell to multiple people, or they think they could just have our music taken down. Well, this is the consequence of that. We no longer need them. Well, anyways, Thank you for watching and listening to me rant. It would be really cool if you liked and subscribed. Also, I do offer free beats. Like I said, I own all of Blaze's beats from Barshots Productions. The link to the downloads will be in the description. Also, I will not show back up years later and try to extort you for money or have your music taken down. I want you to be able to use those beats if you want to. Just give us the fucking credit. Pretty simple, right? Anyways, alright, cool. Peace. Alright, that's it. It's over. I don't know what I said in this, but I appreciate you taking the time to check it out and to hear me out. Be sure to like or dislike, comment some shit, and subscribe if you like this shit. This is Derek's World. Also, I always have new music dropping, so be sure to check that shit out. Derekz on all streaming platforms. Thanks for watching. This is Derek's World.